Welcome to Hanunik's HTML5 tips. Today we talk about drag and drop, what functionality it enables as part of your web app, and how to enable the drag and drop functionality. Now, in order to perform drag and drop HTML, we need to perform three steps as part of your HTML page. One, we need to define the elements that are draggable as part of HTML page. Second one, need to manage the life cycle of drag and drop events. And third, to perform a drop zone and transfer the data from a source to destination, that is draggable entity to drop zone. So let's see, we have a simple HTML page. Again, we have three elements as part of this HTML page. The elements that we wanted to drag and drop them to a drop zone. So we can select a particular fruit here, banana, apple, and cherry, and we wanted to drop as part of your drop zone. Now, as part of the HTML code, we have two major areas of HTML div tags. One is div tag source that contains the elements that on which we specified draggable to true. That is, it enables the browser to select this particular image attribute and to drop it in the drop zone, which is the next div section that contains the drop target, and the drop target will accept the element and replace the inner HTML. That's our goal. That is, as soon as you select an image, a particular fruit, and you drop it, you want to replicate or copy that image now as part of the drop zone. So going back, the functionality, draggable has a three properties. True, the element can be dragged. False, it cannot be dragged. And auto, browser will decide. The second is handling the life cycle of the draggable entities. Again, three major life cycle events: drag start, drag, and drag end. Drag start triggered when you actually select entity to drag. Drag is triggered repeatedly as as you hold the entity in your mouse and move the drag entity. And drag and triggered when the drag operation is completed. This is at the drag source side of it. Second one, we need to create a drop zone. To make an element a drop zone, we need to handle the drag enter and drag over events. The drag enter is triggered when the element is moves over the drop zone. Drag over is triggered when the drag element moves within the drop zone, and the drag leave and drop are the other events you need to handle to complete the drag drop operation. So going back to our page, sample page, on the drop target, we have enabled on drop, and we have enabled the on drag and then drag over. Our goal is, as part of drag enter and drag over, we wanted browser to perform the default operation. On the drop, as we indicated prior, we wanted to replicate that image. That is, we select the drag entity image, we clone the image and replace the inner HTML. That's the goal of it. In real time or real life applications, as soon as you commence the drag, completes the drag drop operation, you wanted to call a cloud service or RESTful service, or you wanted to perform some validation, all are part of your on drop event handler. So for example, take element and you drop it. Now we wanted to go to particular area and drop it as you can see it. Similarly, you select apple, you can drop in the drop zone. Same go to cherry and you can drop into drop zone. We are cloning the events. Finally, you wanted to transfer the data as part of a drag source to the drag entity. Here we can set the data and get the data and transfer the data between the drag source and the drop zone via setting the data elements. Drag and drop functionality performs a huge uplift for the web pages. It will enable the web apps or web page applications more similar to your desktop applications by creating a rich internet applications. Thank you.